course, it was little Prince Louis who stole the show.
Just magical watching him be a little boy,
He's just a
even
little
in these
lad.
very, very formal state occasions, Camilla.
Camilla, Prince Louis, and Princess Charlotte have done it again. This time, they carefully revealed what their step-grandmother Camilla did, shedding light on what everyone had suspected a long time ago. Could the revelation be about a long-time family rift or something we already know about? Join us as we explore this confession that has thrilled everyone, especially the royal family. The kindness tree revelation shifted everyone's attention to Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, the younger members of the royal family known for their fun-loving personalities and charm. These royal siblings usually win hearts wherever they go. But this time, it wasn't Charlotte's grace or Louis's cheeky smile that caught everyone's eye. Instead, it was something Louis said that raised eyebrows and put the monarchy's polished image at risk. It all began in a cheerful atmosphere at the Abbey, decorated with festive lights, where guests were invited to write messages of thanks on a kindness tree, an initiative led by Princess Kate to encourage togetherness and reflection. Louis, full of energy, proudly displayed his card, which sweetly expressed gratitude to his grandparents for playing games with him. However, things took a surprising turn when someone asked why Queen Camilla wasn't mentioned in his note. Without missing a beat, Louis replied that Camilla had promised to play with him but called him annoying and asked him to leave instead. As if that wasn't enough, he added that he had seen her sitting alone, not doing much at all. This revelation led to awkward looks and hushed whispers among the guests. Kate's usually calm smile seemed a bit strained as she hurried over to talk to her son quietly. Meanwhile, Prince William looked worried, and for a brief moment, Camilla's normally composed face showed a hint of surprise. Louis's candid remark revealed something more significant beneath the surface. His comment at the kindness tree wasn't just a kid speaking out of turn, it was a rare peek behind the palace walls. Moments like this remind us that even the royal family has to deal with the difficulties of blending families and handling differences between generations. Publicly, the family has shown a united front, stressing the importance of family togetherness. But privately, it's clear that not all relationships within the family are as smooth as they want us to think. Then there's Princess Charlotte, whose protective nature toward her younger brother is becoming more obvious. Whether she's guiding him through royal events or helping him with tricky social situations, Charlotte's maturity and grace stand out. At a recent garden party, she noticed he was feeling overwhelmed by the crowd and quietly took his hand to help him greet guests. These small but meaningful moments show the strong bond between the Wales siblings, giving them a sense of stability in the hectic royal life. The relationship between Camilla and the Wales children is also complicated by the past. For William, memories of his mother, Princess Diana, and her struggles with Camilla during the breakdown of her marriage to Charles are likely hard to forget. Yet, while William has always been polite to Camilla, insiders say that their interactions are friendly but not close. Kate, always the diplomat, makes sure the kids show respect but doesn't push for a closer relationship. This careful balancing act reflects the bigger challenges the family faces as they deal with their complicated history. Camilla's connection with her grandchildren is very different from how she interacts with the royal kids. At family events, she usually spends time with her grandkids from her first marriage, which creates a clear separation. For instance, during last year's Trooping the Color, her grandson's playful behavior brought some fun, but people noticed there was a noticeable gap between him and Camilla, both physically and emotionally. This gap isn't just about personal likes or age differences, it shows the complicated relationships that have been part of the royal family for many years. Matching families can be tough, and when everyone is watching, even small mistakes can seem huge. For the royal kids, these challenges are just part of growing up in such a well-known family. As the royals adapt to their changing roles in today's world, it's clear that the younger generation is making their mark in unexpected ways. Whether it's through his honest comments, Charlotte's caring nature, or George's quiet strength, these young royals are showing that they are more than just people in pictures. The Wales children, they are real individuals dealing with family issues just like everyone else but with a lot more attention on them. Charlotte, in particular, has found her own special role in the family. She's known for her confidence and charm, and she often steps up when needed. Her protective instincts, especially towards her brother, shine through during public events, showing her caring side. Charlotte isn't just the middle child, she really stands out with her personality. She takes her role seriously, mixing fun with her siblings while showing a surprising level of maturity. Then there's Louis, the youngest, who is full of energy and excitement. His funny expressions at events and his honest comments have made him a favorite among royal fans. He shows a more relatable side of the royal family, and people love him for being so genuine. Even though it can be tough when everyone is watching closely, the way these siblings interact is really interesting. George leads the way with his strong personality, Charlotte keeps things balanced with her caring nature, and Louis brings in a lot of fun and spontaneity. Together, they create a vibe that feels refreshingly normal, even though they are royals. This mix of traditional roles and modern individuality makes them really captivating. Their parents, William and Kate, work hard to shield their kids from the pressures of royal life. Moving to Adelaide Cottage was about being closer to the Queen but also about giving the kids a sense of normalcy. They go to Lambrook School, where they can enjoy sports, arts, and other activities that help them grow away from the public eye. This approach also reflects in their family traditions. The Whale family is famous for their fun Saturday morning pancake breakfasts, movie nights, and exciting outdoor adventures. These special times together help the kids feel secure and connected, which is really important for a family in the spotlight. These traditions are more than just making memories, they teach values and help shape their identity. While the public often sees the glamorous side of royal life, these private moments show a family trying to find balance. It's not just about keeping traditions alive, it's about changing them to meet the needs of a new generation. They face challenges like managing how people see them and dealing with family dynamics, reminding us that even the most perfectly looking families have their own issues. The relationships between the Whale siblings and their extended family reflect these complexities. The difference between how the kids interact with their Middleton grandparents and their more formal relationship with Camilla shows the difficulties of blending families. This is something many people can understand, even if it's on a smaller scale. Camilla's role is a bit unclear. She has tried to connect with the Whale kids, but their relationship is definitely different. This difference comes from not just personality but also their history and context. The influence of Diana's legacy is significant, affecting how they see each other and interact in both subtle and deep ways. One comment sparked rumors, but the deeper family story is even harder to overlook. The event at Westminster Abbey highlighted how things are changing. It showed that even in very formal settings, real moments can shine through. While these moments might feel awkward, they help people see the royal family as relatable. They remind us that despite their titles and fancy lives, they face the same ups and downs as everyone else. As the world watches the Whale siblings grow, it's clear their journey will be unique. From Louis's playful nature to George's quiet strength and Charlotte's caring attitude, they are already making an impact on the monarchy. Their story reflects how tradition can blend with modern life, and it's far from finished. The British royal family is used to drama, and this latest situation has everyone talking. The monarchy has often been presented as a perfect symbol of tradition, but that shiny image can hide a lot of tension and complicated relationships. Right now, all are on Queen Camilla and her relationship with William and Kate's kids, George, Charlotte, and Louis. The dynamics are definitely complex and interesting. Camilla's path to becoming queen consort has had its challenges, going from being seen as the other woman in the tabloids to getting married to King Charles. Now, stay tuned as we know how this affected her living up to Diana's legacy. After years of being in the spotlight and dealing with scandals, Camilla has really put in the effort to find her place in the royal family. However, the influence of Princess Diana is still very strong, and for William, her legacy is a big part of who he is and how he raises his kids. This makes Camilla's relationship with George, Charlotte, and Louis quite tricky and sometimes tense. William and Kate have tried to keep things friendly with Camilla, showing respect for her as Charles's wife, but that doesn't mean they are super close. the kids' relationship with her feels more formal compared to the warmth they share with their grandparents, Carol and Michael Middleton. They even call Camilla Gaga, which might sound cute, but it also shows that there's a clear line between her role and that of a typical grandmother. At public events, these dynamics become even more noticeable. During last year's Trooping the Color, George, Charlotte, and Louis entertained everyone with their fun antics alongside their parents and King Charles. Camilla, on the other hand, seemed more like an outsider. While Charles interacted warmly with his grandkids, Camilla's engagement felt more scripted and limited. Observers noticed the emotional and physical distance, leading to questions about her place in the family. This distance isn't just about personal relationships, it's also tied to history. William's strong commitment to remembering Diana influences every part of his family life. Diana's values and legacy play a huge role in how he and Kate raise their kids. Stories about Granny Diana are a regular part of the Whale household, keeping her memory alive for George, Charlotte, and Louis. This deep respect for Diana makes it hard for them to fully accept Camilla, especially since her past with Charles is tied to the sadness of Diana's story. Camilla's family situation adds more complexity because she has her own kids and grandkids from her first marriage, and they are her main focus. At family gatherings, she often spends time with her biological family, which creates a divide in the blended royal family. For example, during Easter at Windsor Castle, Camilla was seen with her grandchildren while the Whale family was with Charles. These separate gatherings show how tough it can be to blend families within the royal household. Traditions, the honest moments from the Whale's kids contrast sharply with the usual royal expectations of being proper and reserved. Would you like to know the secret behind their behavior? Keep watching because it only gets interesting from here. Change in royal attributes. William and Kate's parenting style is more modern, focusing on openness and being relatable. This lets their kids express themselves, but it also shows the challenges in their family dynamics. Louis's comments and other candid moments have shown that even the most polished royal image can't hide the complicated relationships within the family. For Camilla, finding her place in this situation has been a long and difficult journey. She has tried hard to fit in with the royal family and the public, but her emotional connection with the children of Wales is still hard to reach. Her close bond with her own grandkids makes the gap between her and William's family even more noticeable. It shows that mixing two different worlds can be really tough, even for those who seem to have it all. The way the media talks about these relationships makes things even trickier. People have mixed feelings about Camilla. Some respect her for being strong and getting through years of criticism, while others still see her as a reminder of the hurt caused to Diana and her sons. This split opinion affects how people view her relationship with the Wales kids, making it hard to tell what's true and what's just gossip. Are George, Charlotte, and Louis keeping their distance because they want to honor Diana, or is it just the usual tension that comes with blended families? The real answer is probably somewhere in the middle. As George, Charlotte, and Louis grow up, their relationship with Camilla will change. Will they start to see her as a real grandmother, or will there still be emotional walls between them? Whatever happens, how they relate to her will shape how people see the future of the monarchy. These kids are the next generation of royals, and how they deal with these complicated dynamics will really matter for the royal family's future. The tension between Camilla and the children of Wales shows the bigger problems the monarchy faces today. They have to balance old traditions with new societal changes, manage personal relationships under the watchful eyes of the public, and blend families within strict rules. This is what royal life is really like. Camilla's difficulty in fitting into William's family reflects these challenges. The royal family's story has always been about love, duty, and strength. Camilla's journey from being criticized to becoming queen consort shows her determination. However, her relationship with the Wales children reminds us that emotional bonds can't be forced. Even in well-managed families, building a connection with the younger royals will take time, effort, and a willingness to deal with their shared history. As the monarchy moves forward, the relationship between Camilla and the Wales children will be a key focus. it highlights the larger struggles of the institution as it tries to balance its past with the present, maintain unity in times of division, and meet modern expectations. Whether this story ends with healing or ongoing distance, it serves as a powerful reminder that even the most famous families are still very human. While these personal dynamics play out, the public remains fascinated with the younger generation. George, as the future king, is under constant scrutiny, with every choice made by William and Kate seen as a reflection of how they are shaping the next era. Charlotte, with her confident charm, has quickly become a notable figure, often praised for her ability to engage audiences during public events. Louis, the youngest and most open of the three, brings a fun and spontaneous vibe to royal events. The way these kids interact with their family, including Camilla, gives us a glimpse into how the royal family is changing. At official gatherings, their behavior shows a mix of old traditions and new ideas. They are polite and well-behaved but also show their unique personalities. This is quite different from earlier generations, where being formal was more important than being real. This change is largely thanks to William and Kate, who want to make the royal family feel more relatable and down-to-earth. The media and public opinion play a huge role in how the royal family is viewed. The British press has a history of creating stories about them, sometimes making small issues seem bigger than they are. Camilla's relationship with the Wales children is no different. Every little moment is analyzed, which adds pressure on everyone involved and makes it harder to form real connections. Despite these challenges, the royal family's ability to adapt is one of their biggest strengths. The bond between Camilla and the Wales children is still developing, but it also offers a chance for growth and understanding. By being open about these relationships, the royal family can change how they handle modern family life while still respecting traditions. In the future, the way Camilla interacts with George, Charlotte, and Louis will continue to draw public interest, showing how the monarchy balances personal ties with what the public expects. As these young royals step into their roles, how they handle the challenges ahead will influence the future of the monarchy. Their experiences give the royal family a chance to show that even when times are tough, being strong and understanding can lead to unity and power. A simple comment has sparked discussions about traditions that once seemed unbreakable. A child's honesty has shaken up royal customs. The effects of modernization: the UK has had its share of royal drama, but nothing compares to what Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis have done with their bold comments about Queen Camilla. Honestly, it was about time someone spoke up. With William and Kate's modern way of parenting, it's no surprise these young royals are expressing their thoughts. However, not everyone is happy about it. For years, the royal family has been bound by strict traditions, with lots of rules and formalities. But William and Kate are changing that by raising their kids like regular children. No more nannies doing everything for them and no more kids just being seen and not heard. Now it looks like Charlotte and Louis are embracing this freedom and making their voices heard. Their recent comments about Camilla, no matter how they were said, show that this new way of doing things is making an impact. Camilla has always been a figure of debate. To some, she's the queen consort doing her job gracefully, while to others, she reminds them of a controversial time in royal history. Charlotte and Louis seem to be part of a generation that isn't afraid to talk about their feelings. They grew up in a world where discussing emotions is not only accepted but encouraged. This openness is great for helping them understand their feelings better, but it also makes things a bit tricky for the royal PR team, giving them some extra stress. Unlike previous royal kids who were mostly raised by nannies and only saw their parents during special events, William and Kate want to be very involved in their children's lives. They aim to give George, Charlotte, and Louis a normal childhood, which is why they chose a school like Lambrook. This school combines strong academics with fun activities and teaches values like kindness and community service. This is a big change from the strict education that royal kids used to have. The way William and Kate mix royal traditions with modern parenting gives their children a unique view of the world, making them relatable while still aware of their royal duties. Kate's family, the Middletons, also plays a big part in this parenting style. Carol and Michael Middleton are very active in their grandkids' lives, bringing a down-to-earth vibe. They are the kind of grandparents who bake cookies, plant flowers, and organize family games. This involvement is a refreshing change from the more formal royal family dynamics of the past. By including the Middletons in their parenting, William and Kate add a sense of warmth and approachability that shines through in their children's personalities. Charlotte and Louis have become well-loved figures in the public eye. Charlotte stands out with her impressive confidence and maturity for someone her age. She often helps her younger brother navigate public events and charms audiences with her graceful presence. Louis, on the other hand, is the one who really grabs attention. His playful antics at royal events, like waving excitedly, making funny faces, or just being a lively kid, have won the hearts of many. Their genuine personalities are a refreshing change from the more formal image of previous royal children, and this is exactly what the monarchy needs to stay relevant in today's fast-paced world. Even though William and Kate try to create a sense of normalcy, raising kids in the royal spotlight is really challenging. The media is always watching, and every parenting choice they make gets analyzed. By encouraging their children to express themselves freely, they are taking a chance. On one side, they are helping their kids grow into thoughtful and independent people, but on the other side, this openness can lead to moments that disrupt royal traditions, like when Charlotte and Louis made comments about Camilla. The royal family has always focused on controlling its image and narrative, but in today's world of social media and instant news, that control is nearly impossible. William and Kate seem to realize that holding on to old traditions won't help the monarchy thrive. They're trying to change how they raise their kids, which is a bit of a risk, but it might be the only way to keep the monarchy important in the 21st century. Charlotte and Louis's recent comments are a big wake-up call. They show that the younger royals are ready to question the old ways and speak their minds, even if it makes things awkward for the family image. This honesty is exactly what the monarchy needs. The British public craves realness, and these young royals are providing it whether the palace approves or not. But being bold isn't easy. The monarchy is balancing on a tightrope, trying to modernize while still holding on to the traditions that define it. It's interesting to see how William and Kate's choices reflect the changes happening in society. People in Britain no longer want a royal family that feels distant and unapproachable, they want a family they can connect with. By sharing real moments and focusing on kindness and humility while raising their kids, William and Kate are meeting this need. An end to traditional deeds, the pictures released by Kensington Palace showing the family hiking, playing games, or celebrating special occasions help create this relatable image. However, the royal children still have huge responsibilities ahead. Prince George, as the future king, is being slowly introduced to his duties. He goes to important events and learns about royal traditions in a way that's suitable for his age and not too scary. Charlotte and Louis may not be next in line for the throne, but they still play important roles in shaping the future of the monarchy. Charlotte's natural charm and Louis's lively spirit bring a more relatable side to an institution that often feels too formal and distant. By choosing to involve the Middletons in their children's lives, William and Kate are making a thoughtful decision. Traditionally, families of those who marry into the royal family have been kept at a distance. But by breaking this norm, they are challenging the strict rules that have governed royal life for many years. The presence of the Middletons helps the children find balance, giving them experiences outside the royal bubble. This grounding is essential for George, Charlotte, and Louis as they prepare for the challenges of growing up. Beyond their immediate family, William and Kate want their kids to learn from a variety of perspectives. Choosing Lambrook School reflects this vision, as it offers an inclusive environment where George, Charlotte, and Louis can meet friends from different backgrounds, helping them develop empathy and a better understanding of the world. This modern approach to education shows William and Kate's commitment to raising royals who are in tune with today's values. This shift is significant because it changes how the monarchy connects with society. By focusing on teamwork and shared experiences, William and Kate are paving the way for future generations of royals. They are not just preparing heirs to the throne, they are nurturing individuals who can lead with kindness and sincerity. This change affects how the royal family interacts with the public. Their honest appearances and relatable family moments help connect the monarchy with everyday people, making the relationship feel real and lasting. William and Kate's modern parenting choices have faced some backlash. Traditionalists think they are moving away from royal customs, and some are concerned that giving their kids too much freedom might lead to problems that the monarchy can't handle. However, these critics might not see the bigger picture. The monarchy has lasted for centuries by adapting, and this is just another step in that evolution. William and Kate want their children to be more than just heirs, they want them to represent a new, modern monarchy. As the kids grow up, the effects of this approach will become clearer. By focusing on values like empathy, humility, and responsibility, William and Kate are preparing George, Charlotte, and Louis to take on their roles with authenticity and grace. This isn't just about raising good kids, it's about securing the future of the monarchy in a world that values openness and connection. The younger royals are being shaped not just as symbols of tradition but as leaders who can keep up with the times. Charlotte and Louis's comments about Camilla, while controversial, highlight this shift. They show that the era of tightly controlled royal stories is fading and that the monarchy is becoming more open, honest, and relatable. This new way of doing things might upset some people, but it's an important change for a royal family that often gets called out for being disconnected. William and Kate are making choices that reflect what society values today, like teaching their kids about responsibility while also letting them have some freedom. This approach shows that they are listening to what the public wants, which is more openness. How well the royal family adapts to these changes will be crucial for their future and survival as an institution. Additionally, their use of technology, from virtual school events to social media, shows they understand how young people communicate. By introducing these digital skills to their children, they ensure that the young royals are not just visible but also heard in a fast-changing world. While some people think this takes away the mystery of the monarchy, others believe it's a smart move for a more connected global audience. Through education, strong family values, and a modern view of leadership, William and Kate are shaping a new kind of royalty for the 21st century. It's still uncertain if this will bring the stability they hope for, but the groundwork they are laying shows they want to engage with the challenges of today's world. The monarchy, with its rich history, is moving closer to a version that feels more inclusive, relatable, and human. Louis's actions at public events have truly captivated the crowd, as he has managed to inject a sense of fun and surprise into what is typically a serious occasion. This unique approach has shed light on how the royal family carefully molds its public image. In particular, Prince William and Princess Kate have demonstrated a remarkable ability to uphold royal traditions while also allowing their children, such as Louis, the freedom to express themselves authentically. They navigate public appearances with Louis in a manner that encourages his behavior without stifling it, showcasing a parenting style that prioritizes individuality while still honoring the responsibilities that come with their royal status. This delicate balance not only helps to preserve the family's dignity but also presents them as approachable and contemporary figures in the eyes of the public.